do you go from zero experience, nobody knowing you, to a freelance writer who is well paid? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 crucial things that you have to do in order to go from having no clients to having clients who pay you as a freelance writer. Hey there bosses, G Nontra here. You're welcome to my channel once again. If you're new here on this channel, I give you tips, resources, and strategies on how to make a living with your writing. If that sounds like your cup of tea, go ahead and smash that subscribe button as well as the bell beside it to join our community. All right, so the very first thing you want to do if you want to get paid as a freelance writer is that you need to pick a niche or 2. Now, a lot of people tend to get bogged down by this. They're like, oh, I don't know, I'm racking my head, I don't know which niche to pick. And here's my thing, do not worry and bother about that so much. Pick, and I've done a few videos on the different niches that are out there. It's not an exhaustive list, but I do have quite a bit in there. Watch those videos after this video and decide on a niche that you want to choose. I say don't worry about it. Pick 1 or 2 niches that you may have some education in or a background in. Even if you don't have any education or background in those niches, there are so many resources out there on the internet these days where you can educate yourself and actually get up to speed with what is going on in that industry. So I wouldn't worry about it. I would choose 1 or 2 things that interest you and then focus on that. What picking a niche does for you is that it helps you to market yourself more effectively. You're able to locate those people that will be an ideal client for you and then pitch yourself to them. And so for instance, if you decide that you are a healthcare writer, then you will be more likely pitching doctors' offices or dentists or hospitals. And so you'll have a particular person in mind when you go out to start sending pitches or requests that you want to work for these people. And so that's why I highly recommend that you pick a niche or 2 to focus on so that you can market yourself more effectively. Tip number 2, when you have 0 experience as a freelance writer, is that you need to create samples of your work. If you don't have any samples of your work, nobody's gonna hire you. If you have no examples of your work anywhere, nobody's gonna hire you. So it's absolutely important for you to create 1, 2, or 3, at least 3 samples within that particular industry that you want to become a freelance writer in. This way, when you send pitches out to people, you can send people those samples and those people can say, oh, okay, she's pretty good, and then give you the opportunity to start working for them. So go ahead and create those samples so that you can send this out to potential clients. If this is making sense so far, make sure to drop a thumbs up emoji in the comments below. Alright, so tip number 3, if you have 0 experience, nobody knows you, and you want to become a freelance writer, is you need to start pitching yourself. When nobody knows you, you really need to start doing the groundwork that allows you to start getting known. Alright, a lot of people will put freelance writer on their Instagram profile, on their Facebook profile, in their emails, but they never reach out to companies and say, hey, I can do this work for you. And so don't sit there and wait for people to come to you. Start going out to people yourself via email, via, some people do paper mail. So you may even walk into people's businesses and pitch yourself to them. But whatever you can do, I tend to use email, whatever you can do to start getting yourself known by those people that you would love to work with, love to write with, you should start doing it. One of the ways that I found super effective is to just go on Google and search for, let's say, doctor's offices in San Diego. And once I type that up, I look that up, I'll make a spreadsheet and start looking for those contact emails, all right, or a contact person within that organization that I can reach out to. And then once I reach out to them, I wait to see if they'll respond. And here's the thing, when you start sending out your pitches at first, people will not pay attention to you. People will ignore you. And I highly recommend this video where I interview Lindsay and she talks about how she made 6 figures as a writer in 2018, and she faced a lot of rejection in the very beginning, but eventually you'll see that people begin to respond and people begin to say yes to you, and best of all, people will begin to pay you. So don't give up when you've sent out those first few emails and people like, no. Don't worry about that. Keep on going. Eventually, you're going to have somebody who says yes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave me a comment below and stick around to watch a few more videos.